Good morning, everyone. Hope you all are fresh and energetic for your English literature class. Children, today we will take our another chapter, that is chapter number 8, My Childhood by Sir APJ Abdul Kalam. Children, My Childhood is an extract taken from the autobiographical book Wings of Fire. Here, Dr. Kalam gives an account of his childhood days. So, children, Mr. Kalam, our former President of India, was born in a middle class Tamil family in the island town of Rameshwaram on 15th October 1931. This island is located in erstwhile Madras state. His father was Jainuddin and he did not got any formal education nor much wealth but got innate wisdom and true generosity. His mother, Ashiamma, was an idle helpmate and fed numerous people every day along with his family members. Now Sir Abdul Kalam gives description about himself that he was a short boy with undistinguished looks, born to tall and handsome parents. He says that they all lived in their ancestral house. Ancestral house is a house of your forefathers, or you can say your great grandparents, which was built in the 19th century. It was a pucca house made of limestone and brick on the Mosque Street of Rameshwaram. He says that his father avoided all inessential comforts and luxuries, but all the necessities like food, medicines, or clothes were all provided. He says that his childhood was secure both materially and emotionally. Next, he talks about his first earning and wages. When Second World War started in 1939, Sir Kalam was 8 years old, and he did not understand that why there was a great demand of tamarind seeds. He used to collect the seeds and sell them to a provision shop on Moss Street. A collection would fetch him sum of 1 anna. Then he says that his brother-in-law Jalaluddin would tell him the stories about Second World War, and later the same news he would read in the morning newspaper. Then he says that India was forced to join the Allied forces and emergency was declared. As there was an emergency declared in India, the suspension of the train halt at Rameshwaram station. But his cousin Samsuddin, who distributes newspaper in Rameshwaram, felt difficult to collect the newspaper because the bundles were thrown out of the train. Samsuddin asked for help from Mr. Kalam. When Mr. Kalam collected newspaper bundle which were thrown out of the train, after few days he got his first wages and feel the greatness of pride in earning his own money for the first time. Now he talks about his qualities, that every child inherits some qualities from his or her parents, either economically, emotionally, or socially. And parents and elder trains the child in different ways as good manners. He says that he inherited honesty, ethics, respect, integrity, self discipline also, and faith in goodness, deep kindness from his both parents. Again, he shares information about his three close friends, whose names were Ramanatha Shastri, Arvindan, and Shiv Prakashan. They all were from Orthodox Hindu Brahmin families, and he was from Muslim family. Well, Ramanathan Shastri was the son of Pakshi Lakshmana Shastri, the highest priest of Rameshwaram temple. Well, all these friends, Mr. Abdul Kalam became Missile Man of India, President of India, and his friends Ramanathan, Arvindan, and Shiv Prakashan also joined some different categories of work. Arvindam went into business of arranging transport for visiting pilgrims. Then Shiv Prakashan became a catering contractor for Southern Railways. And Ramanathan took his father's place in temple. For every ceremony in Rameshwaram, his Muslim family arranges a platform for the ceremony, and his mother and grandmother used to tell him the bedtime stories from the life of the Prophet and also from Ramayana. Now, Sir APJ Abdul Kalam shares an incident about his school. When he was in 5th standard, a new teacher arrived to their school. When he enters the class of Sir Abdul Kalam, the teacher could not tolerate the thing happened in the class. What happened in the classroom? That Sir Abdul Kalam was sitting in the front row with his friend in between Ramanathan and Shiv Prakashan. And the teacher could not see that a Muslim boy is sitting with the Hindu Brahmin boys. And he at once asked Sir Kalam to go and sit in the last row. His friends felt very sad about this incident. After the school got over, they at once went to the home, and Ramanathan told everything to his father, Pakshi Lakshman Shastri. And Ramanathan father called the teacher and asked him to apologize or quit the school. He said to the teacher not to spoil the innocent mind of the children. With this incident, the teacher changed himself and apologized. Sir Kalam tells about another incident about his teacher's home, Shiva Subramanyam Iyer. This teacher was the favorite teacher of Sir Kalam. Once Sir Kalam was invited for dinner at his teacher's home, and the teacher's wife refused to serve dinner to a Muslim boy in her pure kitchen. The teacher was not angry with his wife, but served him with his own hand and sat down beside him to eat the meal. His wife watched both of them, and when he was leaving his house, the teacher again invited him for the dinner next weekend. The teacher saw his hesitation and said, "Once you decide to change the system, such problems have to be converted." Then Sir Kalam tells in the last that when he again visited his sir's house, Shiva Subramanyam's wife took him inside her kitchen and served him food with her own hand. So children, this was the story about Sir APJ Abdul Kalam, who was our former president, and This was his childhood story. So just go through this story again and again, read again and again, and try to find out the question answers of this chapter. Thank you and God bless.